Hello everybody and welcome back to the Tech Team. Okay, so in this intermediate tutorial we are going to talk about some string types. So we talked about array types in the array video. You can go ahead and look at it up if you want. But now let's talk a little bit more about strings. So let's first of all create a variable. So let's call our variable, for example, say something, and we're going to say that say something is equal to input, and we're going to say something. So let me first of all print this out for everyone that doesn't remember what we can print with an input. I don't know, but anyway, let me just do that so I can remind you. Say something, let's say hey, and we get hey. But now you can see that if I run the program again and I type, for example, some spaces and then hey, what we are going to get is the spaces and a hey. So if we don't want that, we can say something dot strip. Okay, and when we run the program you can see say something. Let's create the same example, hello, or let's say hello actually, and we're going to get hello without any spaces. Now the second thing that we have is the length of a string, which is a kind of more complicated, but it's still really easy to understand. So what we are going to say is length, that's how we call it, and we're going to say our say something variable right inside of here. So when we run the program you can see that we get say something, and if I type 1 2 3 4 5 we are going to get 5. Now you probably didn't understand why that works, why this thing works anyway. So say something, let's say hey, you can see we have 3 characters. So what we need to get is H, E and Y, but so we are going to get 3 actually. So when you can see that we get 3. Now let me show you another interesting thing, that if we press a lot of spaces and we say hey, you can see that we are going to get the number with the spaces. So yeah, that's actually really straightforward, and let's move on to lower cases. So probably what you want to do is you want to say that say something dot lower, and what this is going to do is that it's going to create all of your characters into lower cases. So let me do something like hello, then we're going to say to get hello like that, and of course we have upper, that what is going to do, sorry, is going to say something, let's say hey again, oops, hey like that, we are going to get hey like that. So the other thing that we have is say something dot split, that what split is going to do is that it is going to say, for example, let's put here an A, and when we run the program and we write something that has to do with an A, we are going to delete this A. So for example, my name, okay, so we are going to get my NME, and you can see that this is inside the list. You don't have to worry about that. So let's create a small program right now that we are going to check that if we're going to check a lot of things. So first of all, we're going to see that if the length of our string is more than something, then we can't do that. We are going to get an error. Then we are going to see that if we have lower cases, we're going to print upper cases, and if we have upper cases, we are going to get lower cases. So let's do that. Let's delete this thing, and we are going to say that if the length of our say something is bigger or equal to, let's say, 5, then we want to print you can't do that. So let's run this. Say something, let's put 1 2 3 4 5 6. We're going to get you can't do that. And if we put 1 2 3 4, we're going to get nothing because we haven't create our else statement. So else, we are going to say to print our say something, and we are going to say, we are going to say that else if our say something variable is equal to, or what am I saying? We need to do say something dot upper, and we need to do the same thing, say something dot, what do we call it, dot lower. Yeah, okay, so else we need to do that. We don't need an if statement. I messed up a little bit there, but you can see that when we now run the program, say something hey, which are 3 characters, we are going to get not okay, we need to print nice. Say something hey, we are going to get hey and hey, like that. So yeah, that's really interesting, and I will see you everyone in the next intermediate or in the next video. Goodbye everybody.